Hi everybody, it's Bill, your instructor. So today is April 5th on Thursday. I'm in my office. It's just a little afternoon. As you can see, it's a beautiful day and a little cold though. So you're in Unit 3 now. Did a nice job with Unit 2. Appreciate it. I had a lot to read and it was really interesting. So I wanted to give you kind of a heads up on what's to come here in Unit 3. And you have 3 chapters. They include chapters 7, 8, and 10. 7 is business torts, mainly product liability. That's the part that's usually the most interesting to students, and I ask some questions about that. And you've got 8 is real estate, some fundamental real estate stuff, and then some premises liability questions. And then finally, chapter 10, which is on contracts. That's typically a very interesting chapter to students. A lot in it, but things I think you'll find interesting. In there, you'll have a quiz on each of those chapters. You'll have a home exam 3, and then a homework case called Jacob and Youngs versus Kent, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. Also, I put an extra credit opportunity up for you. It's Apple versus the FBI. It's a great question. You'll go in and you'll see some materials in there and a video with Tim Cook from Apple being interviewed, and it's about the balancing the rights of our citizens, our right to privacy, versus the government's right to, in a sense, protect us from dangers, in this case, terrorist attack, and balancing those two rights and two obligations that we have. Anyway, that's the extra credit for 10 points. Get on there, read that, and listen to it, and comment on it. It's always interesting. Oh, and by the way, you're going to do less in the second half here. So kind of evaluate yourself, see how you're doing, and see if there's some corrections you can be making. We're by midterm now, and the second half kind of winds down quickly. So your first due date is April 15th, and your last one in Unit 4 is going to be May 13th, so a month after that. So April 15th is 10 days from now. It's Sunday night, like is usual, or is typical, I'm sorry. Okay, on that homework case, that's the case of Jacob and Youngs versus Kent. This is an interesting and kind of hard case to decide. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. The principles are still the same. It's a construction of a home contract, and the builder used some materials that was not provided for in the contract, and a dispute arose in the end, and you're going to have to give your opinion on how you think that case should be decided. In evaluating that case, which is case number, let me see what that is. Well, I didn't mark it down, but I'll try and get it for you. Oh, yes, I did. It's number 9 on page 275. Excuse me, I'm still a little hoarse from having a cold. So that's the case. Here's the material you should read before analyzing this case, because it involves balancing two principles. One is called substantial performance on page 263. The other principle is material breach of contract, page 264. So you have to see if there has been substantial performance, or if not, has there been a material breach of contract. It's an interesting dilemma. Okay, that's what I got. Let me see if there's anything else, my students. No, not too much. We're in the second half, like I say. Things are going to kind of wind down quickly. Get this done, and then in chapter 4, I'll give you a heads up. You have no homework case, no discussion boards, just 2 or 3 quizzes and an exam. So good luck to you in this chapter 3. Okay, everybody? You're doing well. I'm really happy with the class. So if anybody has a question, please email me. All right. Thanks, everybody.